Hi everybody, welcome to this installment of Sassy Sonya Sews. We thank you for stopping by and catching this video. We do have another completed project, and this is a coriander quilts pattern by Corey Yoder. She's one of the designer of fabrics and of quilt patterns that I like because she has patterns that have the larger blocks, so your quilt gets done much quicker, and that's what I like. Sometimes when I'm sewing projects that are little blocks and tedious blocks, I get bored and I want to move on to my next project, but have to stay focused. So this project, this pattern is just perfect. I liked the star blocks. One of my favorite blocks is the star block. I also like the log cabin block. But I do have many patterns that have variations of stars. And so this one is for a panel. It is obviously for Corey's panel. But years ago, I got a Peacock panel from Jordan Fabrics, which is out in Washington State. I have mentioned them. Again, these things that I'm mentioning I'm not in any sort of affiliation with them. I'm just telling you what it is that I have used and how it has gone for me. So I get no payments, no sorts of anythings from these designers and companies that I reference. So just wanted to say that. So I got myself a peacock panel because I love peacocks. Their colors, their tails, they are just, they amaze me, and I'm awestruck by them and the beauty of their tails. And of course, it's the male peacocks that have the colorful tails and feathers and the females are white or gray. So I had a panel that I had forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I knew I wanted to do something with it. I didn't want to keep it as a panel. I wanted to break it apart. And so there were 6 peacocks. There were 2 of each border. This is purple, there's teal, and kind of not an electric blue, it's not a navy blue, and so this is the blue, so you can decide what it is that you want. And so I had to go according to the pattern. In each one of these were a specific they had to be a specific size in order to match up with the star blocks. So what I had to do, of course, I'm cutting the panels apart, and then I had to measure how, since these were attached together very closely together, I had to decide how close. You see, this is the edge of the panel itself. Then I had to make put something on it so that it would measure the finished size of, sorry about that. So I had to measure what my fabric should be, what fabric was I going to use. So this is what is classified as my background fabric. Sorry about that. We all of a sudden lost our sunlight. And so anyway, I needed to make these panels match the size that the pattern said needed to be the size of each one of the panels in the quilt. And so I used the background fabric to make that specific size, and then the pattern calls for this border that's around each panel. And then, of course, we have the fun stars to make. Now, some of you are looking at the fabrics that are in this quilt, and you are realizing that they may look a little bit familiar, and if they do, they are, because it is fabric that I didn't use when I was making the laundry basket quilt that turned out to be a huge failure. And then we got the lemon quilt. So you'll see some of these patterns or some of these fabrics in the lemon quilt. And so I put all of the panels and all of the stars together, and then we got this completed project here of the Peacock panel quilt with stars. And so this is, the finished product of how the quilt came out. I think it did pretty good. I was able to match up, and have all of the individual blocks were the size that they needed to be. So as you can see, the quilt itself has come together nicely, matching in the corners here. So proud moment for that. And these star blocks, it was fun for me to try to decide, number one, what fabrics would look good together. Number two, did I have enough of each of the snippets of fabric to make the 4 star blocks for this quilt. And so then, of course, they all needed to go with the borders. And so the blue has a blue border, the purple has a purple border, and of course the teal has, this looks more like it could be a forest green, but this looks more teal. But still they go together. So everything, I wanted to keep it looking like the peacock vibe, and so I'm trying to show you a complete quilt, which is really difficult when I'm standing pretty close to it. So I don't know if we have a little side. No, still can't get it. So that is it as far as the peacock quilt goes. And true to most of the things that I do, this is actually going to be a birthday present for someone who, you guessed it, likes peacocks. So I hope that she enjoys this and likes it as well as I do. So, they always say the sign of a true gift is something that you would like yourself, and it's hard for you to part with. So that's definitely what's going on with this quilt here. And let's look at the back and see the fun little peacock feathers that are on the back. This is actually a 108 fabric, but I believe I purchased, I did purchase this from Etsy, and I purchased all that they had. So there is a small seam here. You can't really see it unless you point it out, that where I had to cut off one section of it and sew it to make it longer. It definitely was wider, so I had that piece that I could cut off and splice onto this. But it doesn't have its label yet, but that's what we're going to do once we get finished here. And so once again, we thank you for stopping by and watching Sassy Sonya Sews. We are so thankful for all of our subscribers, and everybody, even if you're not a subscriber, we thank you for stopping by and watching our video. Definitely subscribe if you have not subscribed. Leave a comment if you would like in the comments below. But other than that, happy sewing.